Hi, it's week 12. Make with Jae, and look, I did this. Sometimes you have to do for yourself what someone else is not doing for you. So I went to get my hair done somewhere a bit ago, and I wanted blue, and they didn't do blue, and I was like, fine, that's fine. I'll do pink again, and just couldn't get away from the blue, so here we are, blue. And I kind of think it matches my star card, which leads us into my week in review card pulls. So I pulled a card this morning when I was working with a client who was having some bodily responses to something happening in the moment that we knew was actually something that happened a long time ago, and her body chose to freeze up. And in working with her, one of our things is about how do we then move our body, do the opposite of the freeze? How do we move the feeling through us? How do we rewire some of the things going on in our brains? Because your body is responding to something. And so to cognitively interpret, analyze, talk about it, it's good. It's one thing to know that, but in order to make change to those neural pathways and to our nervous system, we actually have to embody that change. And so we talked about our bodies and how we can, when you're in that moment again and you notice the freeze, what are some responses? What can you ask for from others? What do you need? How do you check in and say, I need to scream and yell, I need to run around, I need a hug? That's all part of knowing ourselves and our coping. And so while I was on the call, I was looking for this one card, and instead I found this one, and I thought it was really great for me today too, because I don't have the best relationship with my body. I don't treat it very well, and I really consistently try, and then I fall off the wagon, and then I try again. So it's Monday. We're going to try again. But this card is from the Mantra Healing deck, and it says, "It is safe to be in my body." And the front of it is grounding my energy. So we talked about how the body kind of can tense up, especially in the heart chakra area when we have anxiety about things. And so I just want again to maybe put your hand on either your heart, or maybe there's a different area in your body where you're feeling kind of a tension. I want you to put your hands on that part of your body, and let's just say this mantra together 3 times. Breathing is always good too. It is safe to be in my body. It is safe to be in my body. It is safe to be in my body. Expand your body, make space on the inside of yourself by breathing. Big belly breaths, moving the energy around to all those tight spaces. And if you're feeling any kind of tug of war, like when I say that, it doesn't feel good in this spot, send it some extra air, some extra love. Remind yourself that you are safe in your body, which is your home. The only home that remains constant while we are on the earth. It is safe to be in my body. So that is my card pull for today, and I hope that that's encouraged you. In terms of last week, we have a whole bunch of cards. Oh my god, so many cards. And so I don't know if I will go through all of them, but another one from the same deck is the more I embrace feeling good, the less often I feel bad. Rewriting the subconscious. This has come back to me 2 or 3 times, and so sometimes for some reason we like to feel bad. And then we have regrets about that. At least I do. And so this seems like an obvious statement, but clearly I need it. Move toward the good. Move toward the good. Let me see what else I pulled last week. So this is a great deck by Gabby Bernstein. It's really simple. One of her first decks, and it is The Universe Has My Back. And it's really just kind of some simple phrasing. But I really like it. This one has stood out to me in terms of what in the world am I doing here? And this private practice idea. So a reminder that I'm in the flow of the universe and I am not in control. I only do my part and the rest will happen as it should. I pulled some of these cards around gemstones, which maybe we'll get to this week, as well as the 5th chakra I think we're on to. There's a few others. I'm only going to show 2 more, and then I will move into next week, starting again and do a little review at the end of this week. This one is Inner Temple. This is from Rebecca Campbell's deck, and it just reminds me that, like, I need to take care of my temple, which is my body, but also that inner temple, which is, I think, to me, it houses our soul, our heart. So there's definitely like a heart-soul theme happening here, and there's definitely a body theme. So Inner Temple was a reminder for me to focus on the soul. Also, I will say that if you go to her website, there's a free meditation, the Inner Temple meditation. That was one of the first things I did with her when I found her, and it's really amazing. And I've done the same meditation multiple times, and there are some things that remain the same in my inner temple, and then there are some things that change. Just like when you go into a physical space and you look around, you're going to notice certain things on different days, and then you're going to notice other things on other days, and you're going to choose to spend time in this corner a little bit more, or talk to these people a little bit more on another day. And so her inner temple meditation is really cool in that we have this like inner part of us to explore, the spiritual soul side of ourselves that we often don't, because we are paying attention to the visual and the outward and our to-do lists and productivity. And so I think this is a really great resource this week to maybe explore your inner temple using Rebecca Campbell's meditation, free meditation. And then this one consistently comes back to me, but this time it was upside down. So this is Metis, and that's wisdom. And an upside down is often like kind of a warning that like something is not quite right. Pay a little bit more attention. Like what's going on right now that would be inhibiting my personal wisdom, or that might be, right, might be coming up against my personal wisdom and maybe calling for this spiritual protection. So how do these cards work together is one thing that I wanted to come out of this idea of looking at the week in review. So if I'm fighting to show my authentic self, and which was my fluorite card, right? And I'm pushing to like be my authentic self. There might be some people, some things, some ideas that are going to push up against that and maybe not really support that. And instead, we want to come back to there's a stream of love supporting my dreams, and I am being spiritually protected. And that can kind of center and ground me to say, like, all right, use that life wisdom. Use that wisdom that is deeply ingrained in the body and the mind. Use that spiritual insight and know that you're protected and supported by love. And then maybe we can kind of flip that card so that it's right side up. And again, if something sticks out to you, you know, and you're like, I'm not going to put these back in the deck. I'm going to like keep these for a little while longer in front of me. These kind of card readings are called intuitive card readings because they're about you listening to your own intuition and integrating that message into your day, into your daily practice, and into your life and your life choices. Oh my goodness, I just realized that we're moving into the blue chakra. Look at all this blue I have going on. So many blue things. Even that book I just got on Saturday. How amazing. So my next video will be about the blue chakra, which is our throat chakra, and it's speaking your truth. We all have a voice. We don't all use it. We don't all use it authentically, and we don't all use it for good. This week, I hope you're having a lovely week. And if you have pulled a card this week, or if one of these cards is kind of speaking to you, share in the comments below on our Facebook group, Make with Jae. And you can also tag whatever, something you're making. Sometimes I like to take these cards and actually like draw or paint the image because it kind of helps me embody the message a little bit more, to use my hands and materials to pull that message in just a little bit closer. So if you make anything that's inspired by maybe a card pull, post the picture on our Facebook page. And just so you know, everyone who's on this page, I have invited personally to be a part of this group, and we've all agreed to make it a safe place for everyone who joins. And if that doesn't happen, you can rely on me to jump in and make sure that that's being addressed. So I just want you to know that before you post anything, because anytime we share our voice and our artwork, it can feel a little bit scary and vulnerable because it's a part of us. So it is a safe place, and I hope that we can all as a community make sure that that maintains. All right, I hope that you're having a good week, and I look forward to speaking with you soon about the throat chakra.